Hi everyone, and welcome to this introduction to LaserCutKonturFix. I developed this software to turn ordinary images into clean, laser-ready cutting contours. It is especially useful for designs containing inner islands or disconnected areas that would normally fall out after cutting. LaserCutKonturFix automatically detects outer contours, inner holes and nested shapes. It can create safe, connecting bridges to keep all important parts of the design together. These bridges can be generated automatically or placed and adjusted manually for full control. The software provides a color-coded preview, automatic smoothing, several contour selection modes and different export quality levels. Finished designs can be exported as PNG, SVG or DXF files for further use in your laser software. Additionally, highlights include automatic export validation, undo and redo, complete project saving and a multilingual offline help. In this video I'll show you the complete workflow from importing an image and preparing the contours to adding bridges and exporting the finished laser cut design. So let's get started. This is the interface of the software. Here you have two windows. On the left side there is the loaded image. There you can see the loaded image. And on the right side there you can see the SVG preview. So before we start, with the software you can also create cutting motifs and engraving motifs. Behind these two commands there are two specialized GPTs, and with these specialized GPTs you can create your cutting motif or your engraving motif. You only have to describe the motif or theme, then the intended size and the material thickness and what style you prefer. Then you can download the image and import it to LaserCutKonturFix. This one is for cutting motifs, and the second one behind this command is for engraving motifs. The one for engraving motifs, it's like the other one. You describe what motif or theme you would like. You describe engraving only or engraving plus outer cutting contours. And if you describe also the outer cutting contour, then the laser cutter first engraves the motif and then it cuts out the outer contour. So for these two commands you need a free ChatGPT account where you are logged in. With the free account you are limited so that you can only create some pictures per day. With a full ChatGPT account you are not limited to create motifs. So how we now start: we load an image. you can see some images that I have prepared with this customized GPTs. I show you the software with this image with a lion, and after the import you can see the picture here, the image, and you also see some areas which are not connected to the rest of the motif, so they will fall out if you cut this motif. So we have different commands here. We are able to open a project, we are able to save a project, we have undo and redo, and go back to the original state. With this command we create the mask. With this we create automatically bridges. Then we have the option to place manual bridges, and we are able to delete bridges. The output mode is cut motif in this example, but you can also switch to engraving and outer cut here. The cut contour is cut outer contours and inner holes, but you can also switch to only cut outer contours or to cut all the detected contours. Here we have the black threshold for our pictures. We are able to invert the image. Black areas become white and white areas become black. Then you can smooth before you create the mask. You can remove small parts. Here you can set the width of the bridge, but you can also determine bridges with automatically between a minimum bridge width and a maximum bridge width. This is the width of the SVG file, and here you can set the maximum bridge length. 0 means there is no limit. Here you can smooth the SVG preview, and here you have the minimum. You can also smooth it automatically when you have activated this command here between a minimum and a maximum smoothing level. Here you set the export quality. You can set fast preview resolution, but you can also set a higher resolution up to 3000 pixels, or you can use the original resolution here. Okay, then you have the main area. The largest area is the main area, or the inner center is the main area. This is important for connecting and so on. Normally it is set to largest area. And then we have the options to save optimized PNG, to save as an SVG, or to save as an DXF file. And this is the manual or the help file here. It's completely in HTML. Okay, so let's start now. After we have imported the image, we now use cut motif, use cut outer contour and inner holes, and then we create a mask. Now we can see the mask. We can see a red line, which is the outer contour. We can see green lines with which are the inner contours, and we can also see gray lines these are islands which will fall out after cutting. So this have to be connected with bridges. You can zoom in or zoom out with the mouse wheel so that you have the details you want to see, and at the last you can use the shortcut F for the zoom all the areas. Okay, when we do not use the automatically smoothing, then we deselect this and we now can smooth the contours. You can see it here. Okay. But we can also use the automatic smoothing here by clicking it, and then it uses between minimum smoothing and maximum smoothing here. Okay, then let's connect the areas with connect islands. This is the automatic mode. Here on the bottom of the left side we see the preview. There are 5 black components, and at the end we need one black component so that there are no parts that fall out. So let's connect islands. This is the automatic mode. Okay, now we can see the system has created bridges with a width of 1.2 millimeters. This is the automatic mode, but these bridges are straight lines. So if we do not want to have straight lines, then we have to set to place manual bridges. So we can go back here, we can do an undo here, and now I show you how to place manual bridges. You do it with this command. We zoom in, we set the first point by a mouse click, then we can define a second point by the mouse click, a third point by the mouse click, and the end point we can do a double click. And then we see the bridge. It's 1.8 millimeters wide. We can see it here. And now you can see this is also green, so this is connected. We zoom in here. Therefore, we have to set the width maybe only 1 millimeter. And then we set the new bridge with clicking with the mouse, second click, third click, and fourth click is a double click. This is for the end point. And now you can see this area is also green, so it's connected to the rest. Next one, click, set the first point, click the second point, and with the double click we set the end point. Okay, and we also do it here. First click, second click, double click, okay, now we have set our bridges manually, and here we can see there is one black component, so this means no islands are falling out. So now we save this as an SVG or as a DXF file. Go to Save, say lion as an SVG, save it. This is an export check, but when it's yellow you can save it. If it's red you cannot save it, you have to change anything. We say export anyway, and then we also export it as an DXF file. Export it anyway. And now let's have a look at the result. I open it in Inkscape because I use a Trotec laser for my testing. So first of all, I export it as an SVG file. I can see the preview here, and I open it. So this is the preview as an SVG in my Inkscape software, and here you can see the white of the SVG image. And this is the DXF file, as you can see in Inkscape. Okay, then let me show you the second mode. We load an image, a new image, maybe this one. This is an engraving motif, so we do not use the output mode cut motif. We use the engraving plus outer cut, and cut outer contour only. And then we do it in the same way. We create a mask, and now we see the preview here. The outer contour is red. This is the area that will be cutted out, and the other one is blue. This is the engraving motif. And we do it in the same way. We save the image as SVG, maybe. And then we open it in Inkscape. First the export, and then we open it in Inkscape. And now you can see here the engraving motif in Inkscape, and the red line is the outer contour, which is the cutting line at the end when the motif is engraved. The reason why I use Inkscape is, as I mentioned before, because I use a Trotec laser for testing my software. I hope this gives you a small overview of what the software is made for, and maybe if you want to test it, you can download it over my landing page on GitHub, and you can test it for free for 30 days. I'm very interested in your meaning as an expert, if this is a cool piece of software or it is not useful for you. Okay, and now some details at the end. I always create black and white motifs, and that's why I use these two GPT, customized GPTs, because they are made for this. They have the instructions how they should create the motifs that I want to cut out or that I want to create, to engrave. But you can also use your own images. It's important that they are black and white or gray and white, and that's the perfect motifs that you can load in here. I think that was it for the beginning. If you are also interested in a video how you can create the motifs with these customized GPTs, which are for free, then I can do a second video where I show you how to create such motifs, how to create cutting motifs, how to create engraving motifs, and how you can get out from a picture or a photo from you such a motif or such a cutting or engraving motif. So that was it for the beginning. Have a nice day and bye bye.